next.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. They start the drive with Lynch. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Now, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd.
On 3rd down. It's Johnston. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's a 1st down and more for round 2. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. 62 yards. And the Vikings are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Buck. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Well, the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charlie. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But, of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself with field position and help your defense out.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Vikings lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. I would like to see them open things up.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. On 2nd down, Lynch. Finding room to the 20, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 64 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. On 1st down, it's Johnston, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he stopped immediately there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly. I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. On the handoff, Lynch. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down, we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On second down now, it's Thomas, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, bump. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside there. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 95 yards. And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
They'll run on first down. Thomas. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
To throw on second down. Bump. Here's Booker on the catch. Booker coughs it up, and the Vikings pick up the football. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed it. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Operating from the gun. Bump. And he's got Booker. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On 1st down, it's Thomas. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bump. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Well, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
1st down, the run with Lynch. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run again with Lynch. Space to run past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bump. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
On the return, it's Coates. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Johnston. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 138 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is these guys to the championship. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnston. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a Vikings first down as they'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Lynch. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. Able to push his way through. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's got run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs.